Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode. Now, what we're doing this one is going to be continuing on this Pico Box project here. So, if you haven't seen the first episode or the first video of this, you can watch it here. It's on YouTube, so I recommend watching that first because it'll go through like all the setup and all that stuff. So, in this video, for part 2, what we're doing is we're going to be using this box to be able to turn on your computer, and also you'll be able to switch between that feature and the old kind of game feature with the switch as well. So that way you don't lose the functionality of the last video and you could just, play around with it. So I am going to try to demonstrate the feature first somehow. So I already have it hooked up to like a test computer. So I'm going to try and drag this into view and hopefully you see it. Yeah, so here is the test computer. Just an old piece of shit. But anyway, that's what it is. So I have 2 sets of wires coming out of the box straight into the power cable of the computer. So I'm gonna plug in the box to USB power, and you should see it fires up inside in the power mode basically. So in the power mode you don't have any kind of like animations or anything. You just have just kind of the logo on the OLED displaying. So for this to work, you need to enter the switches in like a specific sequence. So for example, if I enter it like this, it's not going to do anything because that's the wrong sequence. So to reset it, you just need to put all the switches down and that will reset the sequence kind of state. So then if you were to enter the right sequence, like so, you will see that there'll be like an animation playing here, and you'll see that the computer turns on as well. Okay, well, it was supposed to turn on. Don't know why that didn't work, so let's try that shit again. Okay. Okay, that's great. Perhaps a cable got loose or something. So I'm just gonna pause the video here and see what the fuck happened. Okay, so that should be working now. What I did was I just re-downloaded the files to the Pico because I was using the Tawny kind of interactive mode before this. So I guess that interactive mode must have fucked my main.py file up or something. But anyway, it's working now. So I'll just demonstrate it again. So yeah, we go in the right sequence here. You'll see that the CPU fan speeds up then. Yeah, like so. So you can see the PC is now on. And when it finishes turning itself on, it's just going to go into this kind of sleep state. So yeah, to exit the sleep state, well, I'll just turn off the PC here, just so I can demonstrate it again. I'll just turn it back on here. We'll turn on the power supply. Now, for some strange reason, on this PC, whenever you turn on the power supply, for like 2 seconds, it turns on the PC itself and then turns it back off. But whatever, it's a shit PC, what can you expect? So, To reset this thing, all you need to do, just like in the game mode, is just lower that thing, and then it's going to reset the whole thing. But then you need to reset all of these as well to get back to the normal kind of state. So then we were to do the same thing again, and you can see the PC turns on perfectly. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Let's get this shit out of here. And also, suppose I should demonstrate. If you wanna, like right now, this is kind of permanently in what you call it, in the power mode as such. Let me just get my camera back to where it was. All right, that's probably where it was. Fuck it. So to get back into game mode, all you need to do is just unplug this connection, like so, and you should see the animation play once more. And now we're inside the game mode. We are on level 1. Boom. Level 2. And then, so if you're playing, you know, level 1, level 2, blah, 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 and then you go back to PC power mode. And then you go back into here, it will reset the state as such. So there we go. Like so. And yeah, so yeah, I won there nicely. It's gonna go into that sleep mode. But if I were to connect it again, it's gonna reset itself, and so it's gonna go back into what you call it, the power mode. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. So I suppose another thing that you can do with this actually is, if you wanted to, because I tested this out myself, but I didn't implement it into any function. And so what I'm talking about is, you scroll down in the hardware for powering the PC, you can actually turn it off this way as well. So to turn it on, you press the power button for 0.5 seconds. But to turn it off, you can like press the power button for 5 seconds, and it'll turn off the PC then. Because you know the way, if you hold down the power button for like 5 seconds, it will turn off the PC. So if you wanted to do that for some reason, you can modify the script if you want. I didn't do that because I never really used the power button to turn off my PC. Like I never had to. So yeah. I mean, you could just use the actual like power supply power button if you really need to, but yeah, I don't really know like a good way to implement this thing inside like this kind of limited inputs. I might need to add like another one of these weird fucking wires. But yeah, anyway, these wires, I'll be replacing them with like a proper switch. So, you know, you could just select the mode by pressing a switch later on. I don't have any like here, so I ordered like a pack of them from AliExpress for like €1. So they should be here in about a month. Yeah, so to set up this fucking thing, actually, it's not too bad. If you were to scroll down to here, what we're using for this is this fucking thing. It's a transistor. If you just search on AliExpress for them, it will show up, and it's fairly fucking cheap as well. You get 100 of them for 65. Now I don't know why AliExpress is so fucking slow, but anyway, it looks like this, right? So, and then to set it up, what you want to do is you want to look at the flat side, because it has like a curved side and then it has a flat side. So if you're looking at the flat side like this, what you do is you connect the left pin to the PC power kind of positive one. You connect the middle pin straight to a 1K resistor, and then from the resistor straight to GPIO 1. In my case, you could set whatever you want. And then the right pin, you connect it to the PC power negative 1. So it's fairly straightforward. Like this and this is just, you know, your normal PC connection. And then this down the middle with the resistor and the GPIO pin, that's just your like enabling the switch electronically, which is pretty fucking cool. Like, you know, it's very handy that you can do this weird shit. Yeah, so explain a bit how it goes. So yeah, that's sort of how it looks like. So yeah, I have like a big long wire, as you can see here, going out to the PC. And then that diode, or the fucking transistor and the resistor, you can see it here going to the middle pin. Then I just surrounded this whole thing in hot glue, because why not? And then here is the ground connection, and then here is the GPIO pin 6. So this is this thing. This is literally just this connector here, and it's just acting like as a kind of setting switch. So if you were to look at the code inside main.py, you can see that we have like two modes now. 0 is for running the game, 1 is for running the power. Then we have a check run mode, which checks the this thing. So if this thing is connected, we set the mode to PC power. If it's not connected, we set the mode to the game. And then this just returns if the if you know toggled this thing basically, because here we are always checking in our big while loop, and then if we do need to reset, or if you did change it while while you're here, while you're doing stuff here, if you did change it, then we need to reset some states inside the game and inside the power as well. So that way it's, like a clean, fresh, and you don't go off your old kind of state. It might be kind of cool to kind of save the state, but I think that'll cause more problems than it solves, because there could be like some random LEDs shining all over the place. I'm actually just going to turn this down since it's shining too brightly. And yeah, so yeah, it's just kind of the game and the power is very similar. You see they have kind of similar methods where it's just running the next kind of frame as such. So yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna go and hook this up to my main PC now, and that'll be fucking sick. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.